Welcome, my wonderful friends. Opening to this wild and wonderful life you have come to live. Opening to the possibilities, opening to the opportunities, opening to the knowing that you have the ability, the right, and the opportunity to manifest the most fantastic life that you can imagine. Is frequently asked is, how do I know the right choices to make? How do I know the right steps to take? How do I know the best direction for me to move forward with? The answer is really quite simple. You check inside to see what feels good. The key phrase is imagine. When you image a life and you see how it feels, that tells you the first step of what may be possible. If you image the life you're in and you are not pleased with any portion of it, then you definitely need a change. If you image the life you live, and this part is really wonderful, but you don't like that part and that part and that part, you focus on the part that feels good, and you image ways to increase more of that endeavor and possibility. If you can imagine the life you would love to live in as much detail as possible, so that you are sitting down to write, if you're a writer, and you write out the story of the life you'd like to live. And then you have a friend sit down and you tell your friend about this life, not from the place of this is what I want, but this is who I am. Right here, right now, I am being a successful spiritual guide, channeler for each and every one of you. As you imagine, right here, right now, I am a successful, vibrantly alive, moving through multiple possibilities, spiritual guide channeler that is able to reach thousands of people and provide the possibility of the Gregory going out into the universe in wider and wider circles. So hear the way we spoke the Bobbie. It wasn't I want to be. It wasn't I'm going to be. It wasn't I wish I was. It was I am. If you can write out what it is you want, be as clear. I am going to multiple psychic shows. I am meeting multiple people. I am being introduced to individuals who can promote the book. I am doing all of these things, and I'm having such fun and joy. So whatever it is that you are wanting for yourself, my darling, we are pulling on the Bobbie, but we can pull on any of a number of you. I am developing my spiritual yoga practice, and I am so delighted that I have my very own studio, and the advertising going out is bringing more and more people in to do the yoga that only I can provide in the way that I provide it. Although there's multiple people out doing wonderful jobs, I'm delighted that I get to do it this way. Another possibility, I am a musician, and in my music I play such beautiful tunes that people flock to see me. They want to enjoy the beauty of what I have to offer. Or I'm a musician that loves to work quietly in a studio, and my music goes out through my CDs to those who love to listen to it. And I have a show on the radio, on the internet, in some format that promotes my music so that I can be in a quiet place where I can commune with my music and share it. And still people are being able to hear it and appreciate it and enjoy it and purchase it. So you see that each of these examples, what we are doing is we're being the people who want to do the processes, who want to create the life. And as you image your life and imagine your life and picture your life and then share that picture with somebody else, if you can find a friend who will allow you to share the picture from the place of already being there, and you start off the sharing with, I am so excited to share with you this new and wonderful life I am living. And if you have to imagine yourself a year or two out in the future, that is perfect. It's reachable, but it's also feelable from here. And as you do that, my darlings, you molecularly change the structure of your body to be the person you want to be. You change the molecules around you in the universe to bring that picture through to you. The more powerfully you can be in the knowing that this is you just haven't accessed it yet, the more powerfully you will be able to manifest, and the quicker. We like a saying that Bobbie has listened to on her Deepak Chopra Oprah 21-day meditation challenges, where Oprah is talking about Jim Carrey driving up to Mulholland Drive and looking around at everything there and say, I already have this. I just haven't accessed it quite yet. And writing himself a check for $10 million, and on the check it says, for acting services, before he was ever to that place of earning. And being in that place that visioned all of the possibilities and the things that he wanted, in the knowing that it was already his. He just hadn't accessed it yet. The only thing we want you to do is say that it's already mine and it is already present in my world, and I am looking to see its presence in my world. Now, what happens many times with our physical friends is they tell us, Gregory, look at where I'm living. Look at who I'm hanging out with. Look at the life that's being here for me now. That's not the life I'm getting to live. And when I speak as if I've already have it, and then I come back to my life, I go, oh, no, I really want it even more, and I don't have it even more, and it really sucks, and I don't like it. And your energy slows down, and the molecules cease to vibrate at the higher level, although they're waiting. They're waiting because they've been turned on. And the more you look at where you're at, and the more you look at what you don't have, the more you change your vibration back into where you're at, and the more you create a stuckness. It is a very important job to continue to hold the vision. Continue to be in that place of knowing, regardless of what circumstances are telling you. If Edison had not held the knowing of the light bulb, the 10,000 experiences and experiments that showed him how a light bulb wasn't made would have been for naught. If Disney had given up after his bankruptcies and said, I'm just not meant to be a successful businessman, and I'm just not meant to have my wonderful cartoons and my Disneyland, it never would have happened. If Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, the Dalai Lama, If the Dalai Lama had said, well, the Chinese have my country, I guess I'm just going to go sit over here in a corner and cry, you wouldn't have the beauty of who he is to experience it. If Deepak, Oprah, all these people that you know from famous land did not move forward with their lives, you would not have the benefit of the things that they have brought forward. What we want you to know is that each and every one of you brings forward beauty and joy and possibility and opportunity into your lives today. And every one of you that manifests the smallest dream or the biggest dream creates an energy that sends out hope and possibility to somebody in your world that looks in your direction and says, wow, look at what they did. The trick is for them to look at what you did and go, I want that. How do I make that happen for me? I am open. Instead of going, they got that. I don't know if I can ever have it. Oh, it's not fair. Because from that space is a quagmire of gooey, sticky substance that you really don't want to be in. So when you find yourself in that sticky place, you take a breath and you say, this is a chapter of my life, but it's not the final chapter. This is just a step on the way towards where I'm going. And one of the steps that a person who is truly successful makes is to notice when they're in that yucky, stuck place and go, part of my learning, I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to move forward to this spot that feels a little better. And then you imagine a spot a little better. And then move to this spot that feels a little better. And you imagine a spot a little better. And you little better yourself up into the beautiful image that you have, that you manifest and speak about and share with those who will support it and listen. And until it feels like a vibrational match for you to move into. If you look at some of our brother Abraham's book from Esther Hicks, there are many processes where they talk about moving into a higher vibration of talk. And it is explained much better than we just explained it in our short time. But we also work with individuals to move into a higher vibration. Many of the processes we give are ones that Bobbie has been through in her life, and some of them are processes that we come up with that she's never heard of. We only wish she would listen to the shows a little more so that she could remember what we say and be able to utilize it in her life. A little shout out to you, Bobbie, and we're sure that Sharon will remind you to listen to the beginning of this one, for it is good for you as well as everyone else you are channeling for right now, my darling. For us to move into the picture that you have created, for us to move into the vision that your listeners are sharing with you, requires your willingness to take the steps, to move forward, to help us move forward, to reach even more people with this message. The people who come to this show are validating their love of what we have to share. Hear that. Be that. Appreciate that. And let the good times roll for you and all who are listening. For we do speak to the Bobbie as well, to you, each and every one who is listening. The message is not different for you than the Bobbie. It is not more profound for her than you. It is always the same message. Life is a beautiful opportunity that you have chosen to come here to experience. You are blessed that you get to come into physical reality to learn the lessons that you are learning and to share with us that which has been learned. And we are here to support you from our broader perspective to show you ways to move through that might be a bit easier than if you were struggling alone without the view of the broader perspective. We really do make a delightful team. That is why we are working to help each and every one of you tap into your ability to be in contact with your own personal guide. And that is why we come here to assist you. And that is why we know that the next millennia jump of moving into this beautiful possibility of life on planet Earth being more magnificent than you currently are capable of imaging. But trust us and hold our knowing that the best is yet to come. Trust us. Listen. Hold your vision. Know that you are there. Show up, pay attention, tell the truth, trust the flow, and let the good times roll. That is our message for today. Thank you.